Everybody's price mixing it up. Can I get a whoop whoop? Okay, so laughter and humor. I did one segment already. I think I have about six or seven. But last time I asked you, whoever viewed my video, and hopefully if you haven't, you'll go back and look at it. It's called Laughter and Humor, the Water Slides. Um, if you have some things in your life that made you laugh so hard that you had to say, "Where's the restroom?" That kind of laugh, right? Where it just got to you. It was so funny and it was about you. Please share. So these are things that I think were funny about me. And I have more than one. And I believe that's how God gives us a sense of humor when we can laugh at ourselves first. Because a lot of times we laugh at other people with no problem, right? But can you laugh at yourself? Well, I'm here to tell you I can. So I've been delivered. Hallelujah. Anyway, this is a tent card, right? Tent card with a name. This is my story of humor today. Listen. So, some years back, I was in community college taking some classes. I had already graduated with my master's degree, but I wanted to do something more. And so I decided to take some child development classes. And so um, I was going to one of my classes, which was in the evening, and I was running late. And I got there in the class. It was already started. My professor was, talking on the subject, and the class was full and everybody was seated. So I came in, and when you come in the door, there's a counter right there, a countertop with cabinets and everything. And this tent card was sitting there. And so I ran in, I'm all huffing and puffing, had to find a parking spot, had to go get the ticket to put on my windshield, had to do all that, and I still was late. So when I ran in, I was just like, oh, right? And then I saw the tent card with this on it, this name, and I looked and I grabbed it. And then I went to my seat and I sat it on my desk like you would do, right? When you're in a class or you're at a conference or a workshop, you have something with your name on it, you sit it in front of you. So I sat down, put my tent card on my desk, and I looked at the professor, and she was like looking at me smiling, right? Like this. And so she just kept talking. And so I proceeded to like get my books out so I can join in and put my stuff up on my desk. And as I was doing that, I kind of looked around. I was like, nobody else have one of these. I'm the only one. I'm like, that's crazy. Okay, why she just make one for me? So I'm just like, okay. Anyway, sit through the whole class. I don't remember how long it was, an hour, 2 hours, or whatever. I don't remember getting a break. It was the class and then we left. So it must have been like 2 hours. And sat there the whole time. And then at the end, I went to the teacher, the instructor, and I said, it was something because I had a tent card with my name on it. But when I looked around, no one else had one. And she looked at me, she said, I saw that. And she says, Pamela, she says, my name is Pamela also. And so I was like, oh, that's right. Because, when I looked at my schedule, it said teacher, didn't have a name on there. This was her tent card. We happen to have the same initials, P. She was Pamela P. And I'm Pamela P. And so I was like, I felt so embarrassed. I was like, oh, this was yours? Oh. And she was like, it's okay. You can keep it. It's okay. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I left. But ever since then, I have been laughing hysterically when I tell this story because it was funny. And I was just like, she must have got the best laugh out of her life sitting there watch me sit there, put it on my desk, get all organized. And then Wait to the end of the class to say, hey, we have the same initials and first name, last name. I was like, is that something? So anyway, y'all, that's my humor and laughter for today. The tent card made a difference. So, hey, what's happened to you that is so funny? Maybe not at the moment, but later on you think about it and you laugh because this is hilarious to me. So, anyway, what are the odds, right? That you have the same, almost same name as your instructor. Okay, y'all, this is the Want Tent Card Humor Day. I will see you soon in the room. This is Pam P. Pamela P. Price mixing it up. Can I get a whoop whoop? And what you gonna do? Remember to what? Make this a great day. All right, see you soon.